enough Xenonian backup data on file to get an idea of what we should have found with our stowaway. There are a few anomalies that have turned up with the DNA sample as compared to normal Xenonian DNA. Factoring the normal DNA variances, there still seems to have been a few side effects to the radiation bombardment from the Leda fusion bomb explosion. The only major one we could determine for sure was that the alien's fur appears to have been altered in color. Ah! The Leda fusion radiation appears to affect many natural pigments in this way, but I would suggest we try to restore the original fur color before we place the alien back in stasis. Are you sure that's necessary? I've had my system work up a solution that will simulate the Xenonian's natural fur color already. The recoloring effect might not be permanent, but I do suggest we proceed with it. Very well. Contact the brig and let them deliver the alien to you for treatment. I'll notify you as soon as we have the escape pod ready. What about memory? Will you have to attempt erasing the last few hours from the creature's brain? I will administer a drug that should make the last day a blur, but our methods for memory removal are too harsh on alien brains. Though the alien might be able to remember some or even all of what has taken place, it's doubtful that it will seem anything other than a dream if we return everything to normal and place it back in space. I think our brain-wiping machinery is too dangerous to try on a primitive mind such as this. Very well. Proceed with the dealing with the alien. Captain out. Southrow, have the guards in the brig search the alien and return his belongings to Rashura. We'll have to try to determine what he may have picked up along the lines in the last few hours and discard those items. Tell Rashura to dump anything he's not sure about. It's a risk we'll have to take. I want a log kept on all this primitive pink furball alien. If there's one chance in here on to exact revenge on it, I want it. Uh-oh. Captain Khan, Rashura's data seems to indicate multiple timelines being affected by this life form. I'm not sure we'll ever catch up with it again. We'll see, Chathro. We'll see. Well, you are saved from a very horrible fate, as word got to Bruley just as he was about to hook you up to the... yeah. His disappointment cannot be expressed in words. The guards roughed you up a bit, but since they're under orders to keep you in one piece, you consider yourself lucky and that you still have the same amount of openings to your body as you did 10 minutes ago. You are strip searched and all your possessions are taken. Something in all which you have become familiar. You have turned from a bright pink nuisance to a bright red one. The buff was never one of your better states. Through embarrassment is all too common to you. You're then redressed and taken to Rashura. Yay, Rashura has you stripped again, and then bathed in the solution his assistant prepared. Oh, jeez. Your entire body is treated with the solution to turn your fur back to brown. Besides it burning your skin and the funny smell, you come out unscathed by your chemical bath. You're redressed yet again. You begin to feel like meat. You now have your good old brown locks. You feel spiffy, and though you smell funny and your skin is still tingling. You are not even allowed the chance to scope yourself out in the mirror, though. These guys seem to be in awful hurry as they shuffle you back and forth as fast as possible. You are next escorted to the bridge by the same gummy guards who dragged you all over the ship. Just when you feel like you were forming a unique bond with them, you get another boot to the pants again. Reality is always a pain in the buttinsky. And Roger looks really funny now. You are being escorted to the heavily guarded bridge of the ship. Remember the place you were trying to nose around in earlier. I guess you're gonna find out what's beyond that large door after all, and no, we never came to this part of the game, so you only hope there's nothing, like that. I'm just gonna say the torture room. The thing didn't look too pleasant at all. You just get weak in the knees just remembering it. The guards present you to the captain. Here's the pink dog, sir. So you were the cause of so much trouble on my ship. You sure are an ugly alien. Do you realize you've pulled the ship off course, cost us fuel and man-hours in the search for you and your vessel? Do you realize that the bomb you destroyed had set us back years in development? Didn't they have fucking blueprints for this? My only wish is to be able to jettison your ugly pink body into space and watch you as you implode in the vacuum of space. But as such is not within my power at time. Your sorry tale is required alive for future timelines to proceed as normal, and I can't afford to change that. But Roger Wilco of Xenon, it has just become my life's mission to seek my revenge on your ugly pink head. For now, you shall avoid my vengeance. But I shall hunt you down, Wilco, and I will find you. It may not be for years, perhaps even decades, but I shall find you. And when I do, I will take my revenge. Beware the wrath of Karn, Wilco. Beware the wrath of Karn. Jethro, have the pod ready and see to it that he's given the mind drug. With any luck, he won't remember a thing. It will be my pleasure to remind him of all this when I find him. Take him away! You were taken to the docking bay where your faithful escape pod awaits. Looks newly repaired and shipshape. You only wish you could say the same for yourself. Some big ugly guy scuffs something down your throat. Most unpleasant experience, to be sure. You begin to feel woozy and then are taken to the sleep chamber. Hey, doesn't the scene look familiar for Space Quest veterans out there? The guards have put you in the sleep chamber and you can hear somebody reprogramming the pod controls. You're pretty woozy from the drug they gave you. You don't know what it was, but your mom always told you drugs were no good for you. Besides the very unhappy feeling you got when you accidentally blew a gas tank in the hyperdenture clinic a few years back, and the old buzz from the unavoidably inhaling Seraptin cleaning fluid, your experience with the drugs has been very limited. With the sick feeling in your stomach, the blearing headache, and the lack of proper motor function is how the other drugs make people feel, well, you have no idea why so many people do them. You hear the guards talking and try your best to move. Your body just doesn't seem to want to be responding the way you want it to. You kick yourself in the shin trying to swing your leg over the edge of the sleep chamber. You poke yourself in the belly trying to move your hand across your body and pull yourself out of the chamber. You manage to drool a little in your attempt to speak. You hear the guards as they move over the chamber. One of the guards starts to speak to you, but you can't quite make out exactly what he is saying. It sounds something like, yeah, they're insulting you. You give up on comprehend what he's saying and try to move again. You're even less successful this time. The guard presses the pod controls and your cover comes down over you. Your eyes are heavy and you fight to stay awake. The sleep gases start being pumped into the chamber, however, and you are fighting a losing battle. Something not completely unfamiliar to you. Through the hazing in your vision, compounded by the close chamber and the sleep gas, you see the guards mulling over you, and then you hear them laughing. As you fade into their unconsciousness, you remember the words of Captain. Beware the wrath of Karn. Then, as you so often did in the janitorial academy, you fade into sleep, oblivious to all around you. While you are out doing what you do best, sleep, your pod is readied, closed up, and set off to Rasura's calculated position. The Vecticon moves off to the previous heading and leaves you behind, drifting away. Captain Karn swears an oath to find you, and then the ship bursts into light speed and disappears. Your escape pod is back in space, heading pretty much where it was heading before, which is who knows where. Talk about deja vu. You're in the same boat as you were in the one sequel ago, drifting aimlessly. Of course, you're also back in stasis and therefore unaware of anything right now. Though you have successfully bungled through the last chapter, you must wait new adventures. I think I see a lot of garbage in your future, but I'm only a narrator, not a crystal ball. Congratulations on a job well done. And there we have it, the end of the game. So yeah, I'm sorry for the copious amounts of failure during this game, especially the last few parts. I've played this game in, years. So, yeah. Overall, this game is pretty tough, and half the shit I would never figure out on my own. Like, before I downloaded a walkthrough the first time I played this game, I was, stuck in the swamp area forever until, you gotta eat the friggin' mold. So, yeah, there are a lot of things that are kind of obscure in this game, but overall, it's still a good game. For a fan game, I find it overall very satisfying and very creative for that matter, too. So, and they managed to find a way to, make it so it could have happened, but you never know if it didn't. Like the alien said, it could all have been just a fuzzy dream. You may never know. So, Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry about the failure, and I will be doing a death montage of this game sometime in the near future. That's going to take some time because there's a zillion ways to die in this game, but it will be done. I might do it after my LEGO Star Wars Let's Play is finished. There's probably about 10 to 15 parts of that left to go. So, I hope you join me next time. There's another Space Quest fan game that I probably will be LPing in the future. I don't know when, but I'm gonna do some other LPs in the meantime. So, thanks for joining me. Sorry about the failure. And I'm gonna have a link on the side to download this game if you wish. It's free, so you can experience the pleasure for yourself. And I might make a few more videos showing off other things in the game. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out later. So, thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you next LP. Farewell.